Hey, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Peep is a legend, bro. He ain't gotta be no legend to everybody. But to me, nigga, this nigga's a legend, bro. Like, as soon as I heard this man music, I'm like, that shit is hard. That shit did something to you. I was, bro, so when my first time hearing this man was on a fucking Cuff Boy video. Like, that shit hit my soul. I ain't gonna lie, folks. What the fuck? This shit hard as hell. That shit was like, what, 2016? Some shit like that. It was before he died. Like, that shit was like, damn, this man is cold. What the fuck? This man, like, and I ain't talking about no one song. This man was dropping hits like back to back. You can literally just play his music non-stop. Like, you don't gotta skip shit. Like, this man was a man. Damn. He's gone too soon. But hey, man, RP fucking Peep, man. Real fucking goat. Real goat in this shit. But, hey, we finna right into this shit, folks. Let's see how the fuck Peep got his big break.
Career, Lil Peep had a massive amount of success in the music industry. He was and is undoubtedly one of the largest artists of this generation. However, what really helped propel him into the spotlight and stop sleeping on the floor was his mixtape Crybaby. That project gave Lil Peep the big break he needed, but in the end it may have been a double-edged sword. But to really understand just how crucial Crybaby was to Lil Peep's development, we have to go back to the beginning. Lil Peep was a pretty normal kid growing up. He was just reclusive. He got into tattoos and drugs.
Hey, that picture looked crazy, bro. I ain't gonna. That picture looked crazy. That picture looked crazy.
Lil Peep was a
Bro,
pretty
that picture looked crazy. It looked crazy just seeing this man, no tattoos, like none of that. Like, that shit look crazy. He was young as hell.
normal kid growing up.
Yeah,
He was just reclusive. He got into tattoos and drugs at a very young age compared to his peers. When Peep was in school, he often kept to himself and would be cooped up in his room. Because of this, he would be pretty socially anxious, which is very visible in many of his interviews. While in his room, he would play a lot of video games and listen to a lot of both rap and rock music. He would gradually get into some more internet and SoundCloud music, which inspired him to make his own music. A lot of documentaries on Peep say he dropped out and got his GED online, but he actually graduated high school early with the help of some of his teachers. He had wanted to drop out his senior year, but had assistance from some of his favorite teachers and took classes he needed to graduate. After graduating high school, he moved to California to live with his friend Brendan Savage, as they both attended a community college together. This is when some of Peep's earliest songs would be made, such as songs like Keep My Cool and Latitude. Shortly after, he returned home in early 2015 and would attend a community college in New York. While living with his mom, this is where he would record a lot of his earliest known music and projects, such as songs like Star Shopping. I really want to highlight just how quickly Peep's music got good. Songs like Give You the Moon, Toxic City, and Star Shopping were some of his first songs ever and are all great. He recorded and released projects like Lil Peep Part 1, Live Forever, and Vertigo, all while attending community college full time. Peep moved back out to California after that semester. After connecting with Craig Zen over Instagram, he was invited to join Schema Posse. He bounced around from house to house in California, performing with Schema Posse, and still didn't have a lot going for him. He was establishing a fan base at the time, but wasn't huge and didn't have a ton of money. Some of his songs like Star Shopping and Beamer Boy had been some of his biggest tracks at the time. I'm a motherfucking schema boy. I love a girl that don't even fucking need a boy. Schema Posse eventually broke up, and Pete began associating himself with Goth Boy Clique. Some of the members of Goth Boy Clique would be featured on his next project. Not even an entire year after his first mixtape, Pete released the mixtape Crybaby. Crybaby was recorded over the duration of 3 days and was almost entirely mixed by Peep. It was an extremely solid project, and it had a lot of good songs on it. It had classic tracks like Lil Jeep and White Tee with Lil Tracy. But there was one specific song on the project that would have a huge impact on Lil Peep's career. The song 19 is ultimately what led to Lil Peep's big break. It was released as a single right around the time Schema Posse broke up. This is one of the first songs that Peep and his close friend and producer Smoke a Sack had worked on. Smoke a Sack recalls that he and Peep first met at a show where Peep performed the song to a crowd of 5 people. We spent a few hours after the show.
And this man, like the real definition of coming from nothing and working your way all the way to the fucking top. Like, this man really... Hey, he out there in California, broke, just trying anything to get on. Like, he made it. He's fucking grinding. He just made it to the fucking top.
show talking, and he was so excited about the song that he said that it would be one of his first songs to break 1 million streams and take him to the next level, and he was completely right about it.
I don't wanna lose you, I don't wanna hate you, I don't wanna do you like that.
In June, after Crybaby's release, a radio DJ named Travis Mills heard the song and really enjoyed it. He showed 19 to Sarah Stennett, an artist manager from First Access Entertainment, and she also loved it. She reached out to Peep and even flew out to LA just to meet with him in person. Later that same month, Peep would partner with First Access, opening a ton of new doors for him in his music career. The song 19 was almost directly responsible for Peep getting a record deal. His record deal was the boost that he needed to help push him into the mainstream. It gave him the money he needed to improve his music and allowed him to invest more in his career. Of course,
If this man was still alive, oh my God. I don't know how big this man would have got. Like, nigga, my fucking pops listen to this shit. Like, what the fuck? Nigga. Like, bro, you ain't, when motherfuckers see Peep, think of Pink, like, I said Pink. What the fuck am I saying? When motherfuckers think of Peep fans, they think like some emo ass kids, all that type of shit. They ain't thinking no motherfucking nigga with no dreads and all this type of shit. And this bitch talking about some old phone now. Like, they ain't thinking none of that shit. Fool. This nigga make good ass music. Nigga, he got everybody, folk. Like, everybody, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. He got everybody in every hood across America. Like, this nigga, like, his music was fucking turned. Like, this shit is hard. I don't give a fuck who you is, nigga. You could be the toughest gangbanger. You gonna listen to this shit, nigga. This shit hard. Like, bro, damn. This man P was cold, bro. What the fuck?
I'm sure Peep would have made it without the record deal. It helped him rise much faster. Shortly after his deal, he released his fan favorite mixtape, Hellboy. This mixtape was very crucial in helping Peep get a lot more attention and get closer to breaking out of the underground. He would go on to do interviews, music videos, and more to help him further his career. Throughout 2017, he was getting a ton of attention, especially after releasing his debut album, Come Over When You're Sober Part 1. It was a small album packed full of hits that would continue to boost him into the mainstream eyes. He was rising rapidly until his untimely passing just a month later. Although the song 19 got Peep the record deal he needed to blow up, it came with just as many negatives as it did positives. One of the biggest issues that came out of Peep's crazy success was his friction with Lil Tracy and Gothboy Click. Tracy in particular felt like Lil Peep's popularity was eclipsing him and that he was in Peep's shadow, which is why they—
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't let weird shit like that, like, break y'all up. That's basically you jealous. That's basically what you saying. Like, come on, folks. If your homie get bigger than you, like y'all doing the same type of shit, like y'all in the same music industry, whatever, YouTube, whatever. Y'all in the same business. He blowing up more than you. It's cool. Like, nigga, we homies. Like, I win, you win. It's like vice versa. Like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, bro, you can't be a hating ass nigga, bro. That's some hating shit, bro. Like, you might not think you're hating, but you're hating on a low. Like, that's weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You mad because your homie is getting bigger than you. Like, it's cool, bro. Everybody not finna be like just overly big. Like, come on, bro.
They ended up going their separate ways.
When they would do write-ups on us, they would never mention me. His manager was just kind of a dick. I just felt like I was just kind of being mistreated.
It really seemed like
Nah, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, that is weird right there. They ain't mentioning him, and that's weird, bro. But other than, like, you know, that's weird. I ain't gonna lie, that is weird.
Tracy was the one who was perpetuating the divide, and it's sad that they never made up before Peep's passing. All of these
Nigga, what the fuck? Wait, why did he respond like that, though? You ain't on shit, nigga. I'll whoop your ass. You shit. What the fuck? Why? What the fuck? What the fuck? You're my favorite human. Every time you win against like, he just saying I love you and all that shit. Like, why the fuck he respond like that? What the fuck? This nigga weird.
who was perpetuating the divide, and it's sad that they never made up before Peep's.
That is these niggas crazy, bro. I don't know, bro.
passing. All of the attention was bittersweet for Peep. With his social anxiety and all the attention he was receiving, it's pretty obvious that his explosion in popularity was pretty difficult for him. It was probably really hard to deal with all the commentary on his music, especially the hate. I'm sure it isn't easy having all those eyes on you, commenting on every little thing you do. However, possibly the biggest negative of his record deal was his management. It's pretty well known that Peep and his management didn't always get along. As many fans know, Peep's mom has been in the process of suing Peep's management because of how they handled his tour and his drug use, stating that they even encouraged his drug use.
I believe that shit. A lot, bro. These labels and shit, bro. Come on, bro. They know these niggas on drugs. They gonna get these niggas drugs. They gonna make sure they on drugs. They know they making music on drugs. They like, come on, bro. They don't care. As long as you putting out music and making them money, they gonna feed your ass these drugs. They gonna drug your ass to death. They gonna make sure your ass can't go nowhere. Your ass can't think straight. They gonna make sure your ass off from drugs.
Fans think that his management is directly responsible for his death. Peep's management was allegedly supplying him with drugs to keep him doped up and under their control.
Hey, I ain't pushing dirt on nobody's names. Hey, fuck around. Like, these niggas weird, bruh. They fuck around was giving that man hella drugs. Like, actually just trying to kill that man.
Also had Peep touring for almost 2 months, which is what most people think caused his death. Peep was sick of touring and was allegedly just given more drugs to cope with the rest of the tour, which we all know is what led to his passing.
Now you're actually out on the road, keeping yourself busy touring, making music. Is it still a struggle for you to stay centered and stay, in that situation?
Definitely, man. If anything, things have gotten worse, probably.
Because of the traveling and the touring and the pressure?
Yeah, things just get worse. The anxiety just gets worse and worse.
If his label really was encouraging his drug use and pushing him so much more than he can handle, maybe it would have been better if DJ Travis Mills never showed Sarah Stennett the song 19.
Peep seems like a person, he just genuinely enjoys music, but he don't really care. Like, he want the clout and all that shit, but at the same time he don't. He's not really ready. He wasn't really ready for that shit. Cause like, he's awkward as shit. Clearly, he was awkward as fuck. Like, all these people in his face, he's not used to that shit. Like, they forced him to do all this type of shit. Like, that shit fucked up, bro. That shit, damn. These niggas crazy. Like, they really out here killing people. I don't believe in all the conspiracy theories and all that other shit like that be going on, but this shit right here, I ain't gonna lie, I actually believe these motherfuckers actually killed this man. Like, damn. That shit crazy, bro. This man was like he's like super, super talented. Like, I ain't felt, bro, I'm telling you, bro, that shit fucking touched my soul. Nigga, I ain't felt like that since I heard Sosa for the first time. Like, damn, bro, this shit hard. Like, you genuinely like a nigga music. Like, I ain't talking about no, I'm gonna play this shit because everybody else playing it. No. It's when you genuinely fuck with somebody's music. Like, you will play any song. Like, no matter what song it is. Like, it can be like, the song that everybody hate, but you like that shit. Like, you genuinely fuck with this man's music. But, hey, man. RPP, man. That man gone too soon. Like, that shit really crazy. Y'all stay safe out here, man. No, say no to drugs, man.